You're watching NSPN.TV, the Neighborhood Sports Network. Coverage is made possible by your local McDonald's owners and operators, offering competitive wages, paid time off, and tuition assistance. And by the Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Hello and welcome into NSPN.TV for today's game between the Lakeville North Panthers and the Wayzata Trojans. My name is Grant Bowman. You're watching NSPN.TV. The Trojans going left to right in your screen in all white. They come in with a record of 12-4. The Panthers all red right to left on your screen. They are 9-7 entering today's game. Kelsenberg and Wilson will handle the jump ball as we're going to start at about 21 minutes after the intended start time in the second game of the Breakdown USA tournament here at Cretin Derham Hall. This tip goes up. It's won by the Trojans. They start quick. Burns goes in and misses. Rebounded by Bowe. Bowe gives to Robinson. Ojulu gives back to Robinson. Now outside is Wing. Ojulu on the other side. Panthers working this one around. Down low, Wilson goes up and misses. Back in the hands of the Trojans, and they start with a Kelsenberg layup for two. Here's Wing. She gives it over to Bowe. Now Ojulu. Into Robinson. Wilson finds the cutting Ojulu, who puts it out. Bowe, mid-range shot is long. Rebound is tapped out of play. Will stay with the Panthers. Robinson will be the inbounder. She goes to Wilson, and that pass tapped out of play by Kyler. Kaiser, that is. Ojulu in the corner. Moves it over to Bowe. Bowe to Wing. Wing drives left, stops, turns, puts it up, but she traveled. Ball, make that Hawkinson. We'll bring it up for the Trojans. She goes over to Kaiser, who loses it. Panthers with possession. Robinson comes over to grab it. Outside Bowe, now across. Back to Wing. She goes right, loses it for a moment, recovered by Bowe. Finds the cutting Robinson, tried to get it to Wilson. It's taken away by Kelsenberg. This one quickly forward to Day. She goes up and gets a layup. A press from Wayzata. And a timeout is used by the Panthers. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here on NSPN.TV. So this our second game of the Breakdown USA Collision Tournament here on Saturday, January 25th, 2025. We had a good first game between Apple Valley taking the win over Washburn in the first game, boys basketball. Timeout coming to a close. Panthers discussing a way to break this trap. Wing gets it into Robinson. Robinson goes right. She stops, gets it out to Wing. Starting to drive in, lost it for a moment, now does. Hawkinson driving in the other way and gets a layup. Here's Robinson. Finds Bow. High to Julu. She gets her defender to jump. Now throws it up. It's short. Rebounded by Kelsenberg, who gives it away to Wing. Bow got it back. Panthers with a second chance. Wing on the other side. Now Bow up top. Down to Julu. Julu starts working. And lost the ball. Recovered by Wing. She's close to half court. Doesn't go over. Gets it to Wilson, then gets it right back. She gives to Bow. Bow to Julu. Julu turns and puts it off glass for two. Wing nearly took that pass away. Kaiser drives in, goes off glass, no good. Rebound sapped around. Kelsenberg got her hands on it, turns and goes off glass. Robinson got it to Wing, who then found Bow. No, Julu drives in. She fades away. Right hand push shot is no good. Hawkinson ahead to Kaiser. Body's on the floor. This is going to be a jump ball. And it will go to Lakeville North. Wings pass for Robinson is high. Wayzata takes over. Hawkinson over to Kaiser. She moves it to Day. Back in the hands of Hawkinson. Gets the screen, goes left. Hawkinson drives, leaves it off, putting it up and off. Was Burns, got her own. That rebound tapped around, still with Wayzata now taking over by Robinson. She's one-on-one with the hoop and gets two. Burns. To Hawkinson, long three, no good. Rebound. Secured by Burns, gives it back to Hawkinson. She goes to Day. Day along two, can't convert. Rebound Wing. Wilson on the floor, slow to get up. Ojulu goes up and gets two on the fast break. Two substitutions for the Panthers. Coming in at the next dead ball as a quick layup there by Hawkinson. Two substitutions will also come in for Wayzata. Robinson gets it out. Wilson controls. Bow. Back out to Robinson. Looking for Wing. Wing trying to find space. Wilson's posting up. Wilson's got the smaller Burns on her. Ujulu hits the deck, rolls it out. Both teams with their hands on the ball. It's a jump ball this time, going to the Trojans. Helsenberg and Macbeth come in on the Wayzata side. Coleman and McCudden come in for Lakeville North. Here's Harvey. We'll stay with Wayzata. Looking for somewhere to go. Nearly out of bounds, but saved. This one will go back to Wayzata again. 12 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half. Macbeth, outside, mid-range, she's fouled and will shoot 2 shots. Macbeth rolls the first one out. Oh for 2 on the trip. Rebound tapped around on the ground and out by Lakeville North. Wing drives in, goes to Julu. She goes up high with the ball and starts to roll out and recovered by Wayzata. Here's Day. Over to Harvey. Harvey down low, Helsenberg off contact for 2. Bow lost it out of play. Wayzata forces a turnover. Wilson and Robinson come back in for the Panthers. And Kaiser comes back in for Wayzata, replacing Day. It's a 6-point lead for the Trojans. Kaiser now. Goes right. Outside is Hawkinson. 2 on the clock. Hawkinson loses it out of bounds. Panther basketball. Here's Robinson. She goes high. Macbeth. My apologies, that was McCudden. McCudden has it here. Gives to Coleman. McCudden gets it back, takes a 3 and misses. Sorry, that was Bow on the shot. Kaiser. To Hawkinson, now down low, 2 points for Burns. This one high for Robinson, she has it. Stuck near half court, gets it out. Now Coleman to Wilson and a foul. They'll be baseline inbound here. Hawkinson goes out for the first time today. Bounce pass, found McCudden. Over to Bow, now to Robinson. Wilson gets it out, but out of play off the hand of Coleman. Trojans lead, they have the ball. Burns to Kaiser. Now with Day. Over to Nash. Back to Day. Back and forth they go. Nash starts to dribble in. Looking for somewhere to go. And plays it to Burns. Now up top. Kaiser for 3. Hits! That pass high, nearly out of play. McCudden gives to Robinson. Robinson to Bow for 3. She responds. Ujulu and Wing will come in at the next dead ball. Here's Day. Over to Nash. Now in the hands of Burns, who hits the mid-range. Robinson goes backwards to Bow. Now Bow, her pass high of McCudden, who controls it. Now driving in, gives to Wilson. Got Kelsenberg to jump and missed the two. Outside Robinson again. Coleman drives. She spins off and's blocked. Day got her hand on it. Day the other way. Over to Nash. Nash is fouled. Wing and Ojulu come in for the Panthers, and the Trojans bring back in Hawkinson. This one high and into Burns. Outside is Day, back to Burns, defended by Wilson. Ball's at the ground, they find Helsenberg for two. Wayzata leads by 12. Robinson gets it out. Now Wilson. Driving in his wing, loses the ball to Helsenberg. It's tapped around and controlled by Hawkinson. Hawkinson has Day cutting to her right. She takes it herself, rolls out a play, will stay with Wayzata. Helsenberg goes out after a couple productive minutes. Harvey comes back in. Day here. Over to Burns. Burns outside, a nice catch by Harvey. Can control it from going out of bounds, and then she turns it over. Facing that press again is the Panthers. Robinson across to wing. Back to Robinson on the other side. Wing has it up top. Over to Conan. She nearly loses it. It's off the ground. Gets back up with her dribble. Gets it outside. Wing for three. Can't convert. Wilson got a nice rebound, but missed the two. Ball bounces into the hands of Burns. This one to Hawkinson. She'll take the three in transition. Can't hit. Rebound. Tapped around. Day nearly had it, but grabbed by Conan. Kaiser prepares to check back in. So does Bow. Wilson now posts up, turns, and got two. And a full timeout is called. We'll be back after the break on NSPN.TV.
We are the Minnesota Star Tribune. We're not a paper, we're a fabric. One that can unite, incense, connect, frustrate, represent, and reflect all of us. It's the faces you may know. It's the voices you may not have heard. It's major, minor, urban, rural, left, right, and center field. Because all the states a stage, and everyone plays their part. The Minnesota Star Tribune, the heart and voice of the North.
The timeout comes to a close. It's a 21-11 lead for Wayzata. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left in the first half here on NSPN.TV. A jumble of leading scorers for both squads. All leading scorers with 4 points. This cut from Kaiser, she's down low. Turns off, gives to Day. Day drives in, is stood up. Day found space and missed the two. Tapped around, Bow got the rebound. Bow gives to Robinson. Robinson goes left to wing. Now Bow outside. Down low, tapped away. Day has the ball. Day dribbles in, bounce pass. Helsenberg turns up, goes off, and she is fouled. Helsenberg misses the first shot. Oh for 2. And out of play, it will go to Lakeville North. Facing that press again. Wing to Wilson. Wilson high to Robinson. Robinson takes a mid-range and no good. Rebounded and lost. Kaiser with it. Goes to Hawkinson. Hawkinson to Burns. Gets it back. She'll take a 3 and hit. Here's Wing. Crosses over. Defended by Kaiser and Day. That bounce right into the hand of Hawkinson, who goes in and gets 2. Robinson to Julu. Back to Robinson. Goes long to Wing. Helsenberg had to come out on her. Now here's Robinson. Sidesteps into a 3. Can't hit. Rebounded A. Bounced over to Hawkinson. Into Burns. Back to Hawkinson. She dribbles through. Goes left. Goes up. Off glass. No good. Rebound Helsenberg. Falling back. Puts it off glass. Robinson to Bow. Outside Wilson. Bow here. Wilson up top, over to Robinson, who just missed the 3. She gives to Wing. Ojulu calling for it, defended by Helsenberg. The clock's at 8. Robinson outside, Bow for 3. No good. Helsenberg got the rebound. Quick pass to Day. Day drives in, takes the mid-range, can't hit. Kaiser got the rebound. Now to Burns, give to Hawkinson. Long 3, no good. High in the air, grabbed by Bow, and a foul will go against Kaiser. Substitutions for both squads. Wayzata brings in Good Nature as well as Howard. Here's Wilson. Gets it to McCudden. Back to Wilson, now to Bow. That pass high, controlled by McCudden. Bow on the outside, bounce pass to Wilson, and Wayzata gets the basketball. They have a chance to push their lead to 20 here. With 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in this first half. Here's Kaiser. Back to Hawkinson. Now Helsenberg throws it out of play. Conan, that is. Dribbles in. Facing 2 defenders. Nearly gives it away, but Wilson grabbed the ball. And she traveled. Picked up that pivot foot. Kaiser. Over to Hawkinson, right back to her. Hawkinson gets it back. Into the corner, a three here for Howard, no good. Kaiser got the rebound. She plays out to Hawkinson. Down low, Helsenberg, who just threw it away. She's blocked here, but it will stay with the Trojans. Howard, high and in. They tried to find Helsenberg down low, and she was held. Baseline inbound now for Wayzata. Into Hawkinson. Hawkinson goes around, left hand is in. McCudden on the other side, got it out. Conan found Bow, open three, no good. Offensive rebound, McCudden got two. Here's Hawkinson. Back to Kaiser. Hawkinson with possession. She goes to Good Nature. Now Helsenberg at the elbow. Drives in hard off Wilson, no good. Rebound tapped around, out of play. Wayzata basketball. Day gets it in. Driving in is Hawkinson. She's fouled and will go to line for two. It's a 30-13 lead for Wayzata. First is in. Robinson replaces Conan. And 2 for 2. It's a 19-point lead for the Trojans. 2 minutes left in the first half. McCudden to Ojulu. Bo wanted that ball. Robinson mishandles but controls. Robinson gives to McCudden, defended by Kaiser. Ojulu now on the outside. Bo down low to Wilson. Helsenberg's on defense. Wilson kicks it out, but it's off the foot of Robinson, and it's Wayzata basketball. Kaiser over to Good Nature. Now today, Kaiser gets it back. Hawkinson has space in the corner. She cashes in. Wilson here. Gets it to Robinson. High to Bo. Bo's pass across to McCudden. McCudden resets to Robinson. McCudden back to Robinson. Down to Ojulu, and a foul is called. It'll be the 4th foul of the second half going against the Trojans. There's 1:08 left in this first half. Robinson into Bo. She's defended by 2, gets out of it. Bo goes up. And missed the layup. Rebound tapped around right into the hands of Hawkinson. Quick pass above. Kaiser got 2. What a pass. Under 50 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bo to Wilson. Wilson is fouled and one. Good Nature goes out. She's replaced by Macbeth. Wilson makes her free throw and goes out of the game. She's replaced by Bell, who gets her first run of the night, rather of the day, as it's 12:20 here at Cretin Derham Hall. Cross-court pass to Hawkinson. She dribbles in, goes to Burns. Burns gives it up. Now driving in, putting it up and off. Second opportunity is good, Macbeth. Lakeville North could hold for the final shot, but they give it away. Hawkinson got the open layup. Hawkinson up to 18 points in this first half. 10 seconds left in the second half. Robinson gets it out. Down low, Julu to beat the first half buzzer. It's off. Hawkinson got the rebound, and we'll go to halftime. It's 41-16. Trojans lead the Panthers.
You're watching NSPN.TV, the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Up here, it's all about perspective. From the good life to the bad weather, the cities, the townships, the land, the water. It's the state we love to love. It's the state we hate to leave. Fly over? Do so at your own peril, because perspective matters. And if it's happening down there and over there or up there, read about it here and all across here. This isn't Minnesota nice. This is Minnesota news, and we are the Minnesota Star Tribune. We're not a paper, we're a fabric, one that can unite, incense, connect, frustrate, represent, and reflect all of us. It's the faces you may know. It's the voices you may not have heard. It's major, minor, it's urban, rural, it's left, right, and center field, because all the state's a stage, and everyone plays their part. We are the Minnesota Star Tribune, the heart and voice of the North.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
I'm here on the campus of the University of Minnesota for the 2025 State Debate Tournament. Now, this might not be the most attended, but it is the oldest and possibly the most socially important tournament that's put on by the Minnesota State High School League.
There's a sense of history because the Minnesota State Debate Tournament is the oldest state tournament that the High School League runs, starting in 1902. And in fact, it is one of the oldest state tournaments across the country. So the State High School League really made a commitment to this activity and has continued to do that. So we're in our 124th year of a state tournament, and I feel proud to be part of that history.
Debate will allow you to develop skills you might not learn anywhere else.
One of the niches of policy debate is that you can go really, really fast and you can talk really fast in speeches, which is both really fun and also can go really badly if you're not clear.
The Petitatory agreed to comply. Resorting states already counteracted governance failures, federal encroachment, extinction, Milwaukee's 19.
I was pretty scared of public speaking. I think a lot of people are. And what our coaches told us is you need to almost act like you're playing a character, like you're playing someone who's really confident and well-informed. And I think that that's really helpful. And it's also nice if outside of round you're able to be relaxed and fun and having fun with your friends. And not being totally aggressive to everyone all the time.
A tactic to create a rally around the flag effect. We say that the more terrorism there is, the less stable the state becomes. Ethiopia was only one country who immediately walked it back. The fact that we saw short-term spikes means we should be incredibly wary of every single country in Africa recognizing the moment.
There's something about that rhythmic speaking that brings me back to dance and what I used to do. So to me, it kind of feels like the passion can really show in a debate round.
The round was over when they conceded an extinction scenario off of our contention one. A 1% risk of extinction means you automatically vote negative because their impact is only 10,000, whereas ours is the entire world, and it's an automatic prerequisite.
There is a significant time commitment with debate.
It did just suck up all of my time. Like this past summer, we went to debate camp for 5 weeks. We were at nationals for a week before that, and we've been debating since the start of September and won't finish debating until June. So it's a big commitment. But in Minnesota, the debates pretty much just take place in the fall. And after that, we go into national travel. So we're going to go to Vegas in a few weeks to debate there. Nationals are in Iowa this year. And we also have another tournament in Atlanta later.
What are the benefits of participating in debate?
It teaches you not just about arguments happening in the real world, which is a benefit, but also, how to really get good at public speaking and how to talk to other people and how to engage with activities that may not be what you're doing day to day in school.
For the most part, it instills in them critical thinking skills, the ability to analyze and synthesize evidence, to look at the bigger picture, to stand in the other side's shoes and to know what their arguments are. Even if you have a passion for one side of the debate or the other, you are a much better and well-informed citizen because you have stood in the other side's shoes, you have argued their side, and you now understand how to present and advocate for your side.
That's the wonders, I think, of high school debate, is that anybody really can do that if they walk in, and I think the key thing is that they're willing to learn, they're willing to listen to coaching, and they're willing to apply all of that. They can be very successful.
On the campus of the University of Minnesota, Justin Barrientos, NSPN.TV.
You're watching NSPN.TV, the Neighborhood Sports Network. Coverage is made possible by your local McDonald's owners and operators, offering competitive wages, paid time off, and tuition assistance. And by the Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome back to NSPN.TV for the second half between the Wayzata Trojans and the Lakeville North Panthers. It was all Trojans in the first half as they lead 41-16. Getting ready for the second 18 minutes of play in our second game of the Breakdown USA Collision Tournament here at Cretin Derham Hall. The Panthers now go from left to right on your screen. They start with the ball. Wayzata, right to left. Robinson starts with possession. Here is Wilson. Robinson back outside, gives to Julu on the cut. She turns, throws it up, and one. Quick start for Lakeville North. And she converts the and one opportunity. Wayzata with their first possession of the day. Here's Burns. Burns goes down low to Helsenberg. Back up top. Hawkinson for three. Can't convert. Rebound tap to Helsenberg, and she clears the glass. Bo to Robinson. Robinson to Ujulu. Ujulu leaves it out, and it's recovered. Helsenberg has the ball. She'll bring it up slowly. Hawkinson will come. Helsenberg dribbles through, steps through. It's off. Rebound tapped around. Gets to Kaiser, and she puts it up. The floater is good. Here's Bo. Ujulu now. Over to Robinson for three. No good. Into the corner, recovered by Kaiser. Kaiser dribbles through, crosses the timeline. She gets it out. Hawkinson has the ball, tried to draw the foul on Robinson. Hawkinson has it, goes in left, drives all the way, leaves it off to Burns, but out of play. A press still coming from Wayzata. They've done it most of the day. This pass high and grabbed. Dribbling in here is Wing. She cannot get it. And Helsenberg got the rebound. Up to Hawkinson. Hawkinson down low, Burns. Burns turns off her defender, but she's blocked. The ball squirts out. It's grabbed by Robinson. Robinson gives to Bo. Bo to Wilson. Wilson backs down Burns, puts it up, and rolls out. Here's Hawkinson. A substitution will come in at the next dead ball as Hawkinson throws up the three. It's no good. A nice rebound by Ujulu with one arm. Here is Bo. Nearly gives it away. Wilson has the ball tapped. Goes over to Robinson. Robinson thought about the three. Now drives in. Floaters off. Helsenberg controls. Helsenberg running head of steam. Goes in, and she's fouled. Two shots coming for number 41. Helsenberg hits the first. And 1 for 2 on the trip. Wing forward. She resets to Robinson. Panthers down by 27 with 15 minutes left in the second half. They get that one to Bowe, who goes to Robinson. Panthers work it along the perimeter. And Hawkinson takes the pass away, goes in, got another layup. Hawkinson has been converting defensive steals into layups all day. Here's Bowe to wing. Ujulu turns off, throws it up, and in. Hawkinson's got 20 on the night. On the day, that is. Helzenberg outside, three-pointer here, Macbeth. That pass tipped up, grabbed by Day. Day leaves it to Hawkinson. Hawkinson couldn't get it out. Wing, defended by Elzenberg. They go to Ujulu. She loses it. It's recovered by Kaiser. Kaiser dribbles in, goes through, puts it up, no good. Bowe stuck in the corner. She's defended by two. Bowe trying to find a place to go, and they call a foul. Going against the offense, they call a foul on Bowe, headbutting the defender. Substitutions come in. Here is Day. Day high to Hawkinson. Over to Macbeth, who just hit the three. Now Day defended by Wilson. Day drives baseline. It's hit out of play. Another baseline inbound for the Trojans. Trojans get it into Burns. Here's Hawkinson. Hawkinson with 5 on the clock, drives right, puts it out. Three-pointer for Burns is in! It's a 33-point lead for the Trojans. Remember, once the lead gets to 35, the clock continues to run, other than in timeout situations. Bell gets it over to Perry. Lakeville North trying to keep it in, and out of play. Lakeville North taps that out. Nice play by Perry. Macbeth gets it in, now gets it back. Macbeth starts to drive. Outside Burns, who just hit a three. She goes to Nash. Nash will take a triple of her own, and it's off. Wilson into McCudden, that is. This pass high and controlled by Perry. She pulls back. Perry gives to Conan. Conan found McCudden. Up top, Perry. Starts to drive, now pulls back. That one nearly taken away by Hawkinson. But McCudden has it, gets past the defender. They're going to have to put something up, and Conan couldn't get her shot to go. Rebound to who else but Hawkinson. She gets the screen. Look for Burns on the roll initially, now goes to Nash. Now Burns does get it and gets two. And that will be a double dribble going against McCudden. Robinson, Bow, Wing, and Ojulu return. Wilson will stay. So the starting lineup returns for the Panthers. Hawkinson will take a seat. I'm sure it won't be for long. Macbeth has it in the corner. She goes left. Tried to find the cutting Burns, but threw it to Ojulu. Ojulu drives up. Wing has space from three and can't cash in. That ball tapped around, kept in bounds, off the knees of Nash. Nash stops, puts it up. No good. An awkward shot there. Bow to Ojulu, who can't control it. Hits the line, out of bounds. Helsenberg returns for Wayzata. Kaiser. That ball tipped high in the air. Kaiser controls. She gets it to Helsenberg, who's well out of the paint. Now over to Nash. Nash starts to drive, steps back. Helsenberg outside yet again. Goes across. Three-pointer here is up and off, out of bounds. Robinson nearly gives it away. Wilson controls. Now Wilson gets it out, and a timeout awarded to the Panthers. And it'll be a full timeout for Lakeville, so we'll be back after the break on NSPN.TV.
Support your teams and community with NSPN.TV. Enjoy exclusive coverage from Summer Town Ball to high school championships. Plus, feature stories and podcasts that bring you closer to the action. Stay connected with NSPN.TV, your neighborhood sports network.
We are the Minnesota Star Tribune. We're not a paper, we're a fabric. One that can unite and sense, connect, frustrate, represent, and reflect all of us. It's the faces you may know. It's the voices you may not have heard. It's major, minor, urban, rural, left, right, and center field. Because all the state's a stage, and everyone plays their part. The Minnesota Star Tribune, the heart and voice of the North.
Welcome back into NSPN.TV, where Wayzata leads 56-21 over Lakeville North. Stay with us. After this matchup, we'll have another girls' game for you. That one between Rosemount and Minnetonka, scheduled to start at 1:15. We'll see what time it actually tips off. Here is Lakeville North. Robinson to Wilson. Wilson down low, Ojulu. She turns off, goes to Wing. Wing for three. No good. Ojulu got the offensive rebound, turns, puts it up, off, and rebounded by Nash. Nash to Helsenberg. Helsenberg pulls up mid-range. It's all net. Ojulu to McCudden. Wing has it again. She just missed the three. It's a 37-point lead for the Trojans. Here's McCudden. Drives right. Pulls up. Short. Ojulu tapped it around. It's saved by Nash. Kaiser starts to go right, now slows. Helsenberg here, defended by Robinson. Over to Nash. Nearly lost it. Now Nash goes left, throws it up short. Wilson grabbed the rebound. Robinson takes the three in transition off the front rim. This one to Good Nature. Down low, and Helsenberg is fouled. The clock continues to tick during these substitutions. Now the lead is above 35. Hawkinson's going to have space. She drives in, stops, goes outside. An extra pass down low. Howard wouldn't shoot. Now Hawkinson does. Robinson gives to Wing. Wing to Wilson. Wilson bounces it over. Now Robinson on the other side. Wilson. That pass high, Vujulu. Let's see who went off last. They say Wayzata. Lakeville North basketball. Burns comes back in for the Trojans. Robinson in the corner. Goes across to McCudden. McCudden drives right. Ujulu on the outside. 2 on the clock. Wing has to throw it up, and no good. She wanted a foul call. Here's Kaiser. Works it to Howard. Howard goes left. Her shot blocked by Wing, and she recovers it herself. No one ran out to get the ball, so Howard grabbed it. Great hustle there. Hawkinson gets the cut in Kaiser, and she gets 2. Howard's hustle results in a bucket for Wayzata. Outside Robinson. She's in the middle. McCudden down low, Ujulu. Ujulu turns, puts it up, and it's off. Hawkinson grabs it, goes quickly ahead. Kaiser again for 2. Here's McCudden. Robinson gets the screen. Panthers will bring in their substitutes after this. Over to McCudden. Ujulu back up top. Robinson wants the ball. She's calling for it. Now we'll get it a little later than she would have wanted. Defended by Hawkinson. Steps back, throws up a 3. No good. Rebounded Kaiser and given to Hawkinson. Off glass, no good. A rare miss. She puts pressure on Wing. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second half. McCudden to Ujulu. Ujulu got her defender to jump, now drives in, left hand is in. Timeout is used, it'll be a 30-second timeout. Rather just a substitute's timeout. The lead's at 32 for Wayzata. Correction, the lead's at 42 for Wayzata. Cut there, and no bucket. Macbeth has it, she saves. Now down low, Howard is blocked. A nice play there by Bell. Perry gets it out. Now in the hand of Coles. She goes back to Perry. Down low, Bell turns off, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Christensen. Wayzata yet to put in a lot of their subs. Still with a lot of key players playing. Frank is getting minutes. She hasn't seen any before in this matchup. That pass high and controlled. Now Howard, 4-3. No good. Rebounded, now pushed ahead. Outside to Christensen. Has to stop. Over to Perry for 3. No. Howard driving in. Goes up with the left hand and got it. Coles over to Perry. Here's Christensen. Down low, Bell. She puts it up and rolls in. Across. Nash, no. Here's Coles for three. Count it. Howard is not fouled. She put it up and off. Lakeville ball. Robinson. Correction, that is Perry. Coles drives in, goes high off glass. Howard. To Harvey. Now Howard gets it back. She goes to Frank. Now a three-pointer for Macbeth, no good. Howard got a rebound. Ball's on the ground, it will be a jump ball, staying with Wayzata. Only 4 total fouls in the second half. 3 against the Panthers, 1 on Wayzata. Howard now goes to Macbeth. Macbeth turns, puts it up, high off glass, no good. Rebound is grabbed. This one to Perry. Bounces to Perry. Bell couldn't control, now has it on the outside. 8 on the shot clock. Perry, down low to Bell. They put it up and beat the buzzer. Leads at 35, a minute 30 left in regulation. Howard has it. Howard drives in. The extra pass to Frank. Now Howard in the corner. Quick trigger on the three. It rolls out. Rebounded and off. And thrown up by Burns. She is fouled and will shoot 2. That one in. And 1 for 2. Bell has it. She goes to Christensen. Christensen goes right, drives in. Off on the shot. Shot clock has been turned off. Wayzata could hold it to the end if they'd like. They have not been directed to do so. Wayzata continues to hold the basketball. And that will take us down to the wire. 68-32 victory for the Trojans as they walk away with a 36-point win in the second game of the Breakdown Collision Tournament. We'll be back after this for our third game of the day.